Hello YouTube, we are back with OneHeal session number 3 and today we are gonna attack the back. So stay tuned if you have some back issues or if you could use some more back support. Ayo, let's go! And now we're gonna fold it together like, hoe noem je dat in een pizza?
Like a calzone.
So now we're gonna fold together like a calzone. Today we're gonna attack the back because the backside of our body is a very important instrument to keep those one-wheel rides interesting. I myself have a herniated disc in my lower back and in my neck. I know a lot of you people have similar issues because of sitting down a lot and just doing daily stuff. So today we're gonna focus on that and make sure we have a strong and solid back to keep those one-wheel rides interesting.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with just shaking loose the body because we want the body to know that action is coming and movement is coming. So the best thing to do is just shake it all down to make sure that we get all the blood flowing and the energy going. We're gonna start with our feet and just work our way up to the whole body and then shake it all loose. All right, you can start with just shaking your feet. Try to get them as loose as possible. Get them flapping. And then while balancing on the other leg, we're gonna do the same with the lefty. Shake it all out. All right, then we're gonna go to a firm stance, shoulder width, and shake those legs. Feel those calves shaking, and by changing the position, like forward or backward, you can address different muscles. Just keep that balance. By the way, we have Ellen again here to help out on these exercises and to make sure that we can show all the movements properly to you guys. Keep shaking. All right. Then go to the booty and the bottom. Make sure that you shake it all. Hang in there. Change position a little bit to shake different muscles. All right, the lower back is a difficult one. Just lean in there and just feel those fillets shaking. All right, then we go more up to the shoulders. Let the shoulders shake them, baby. All right, just try to keep breathing in there so that all the muscles can loosen up and start pumping some blood in there. You can add in the arms as well, and the hands. Shake it all out. It's also a good energy release and an activation for the body. All right, even shake the fingers a little bit. No, it's hard, like thumbs, only the thumbs, only these fingers, and then the middle finger, which is a bit harder. Shake it all about. And the ring finger, oh, this is a hard one, not to move the other fingers. Coordination, where is that? All right, the pinky. Try to move only the pinky, which is even harder. All right, then shake the wrists a little bit. All right, put your hands together like this. And we're gonna put the fingers into each other. And we're gonna roll it out. Oh, it's gonna crack. Roll out in as big as circles as you can with those wrists. The other side. Change to the other side. What's up? Cracking?
You.
Just make it all, open it up. All right, shake it out. Then we're gonna do the neck in a slow movement because we have a lot of nerves in our neck. So we always wanna be careful if we are moving that. We're not gonna shake it all out because then we could make some damage and we definitely wanna avoid that. So we're just gonna go down first, as deep as we can. Exhale. Stay there for one breath. Then on an exhale, we're gonna go up. And all the way back. As far as you can reach. reach. Don't overdo it. One breath in there, which could be a bit harder because there's tension here. Breathe into the belly and let it all out. Go to neutral. Okay, then we go left. So you watch left and then you put your chin down all the way on your shoulder. Try to do that on an exhale. All right, chin down as deep as you can. And then breathe in there. And then we go up again. Neutral position. Watch to the other side. And then put your chin into your shoulder. Keep breathing. And we go back to the neutral position. All right. This prepares our body for the 5 exercises we have in store for you. So stay tuned if you want to improve your back. For this first exercise, you will need 2 yoga blocks. I really advise to use yoga blocks in this case because we're gonna shove them into your back. And if you're not using the proper materials, this could harm your back. So really be careful with this one. Only use the proper tools if you have them. If you don't have the blocks, just skip to exercise number 2 because from there on, you won't be needing these. And to start off, we're gonna do a back bend, which is really good to open up your total spine. For me, I have a herniated disc, which is like a bulging that pushes into my nerves. And because of doing this exercise and opening up the full spine, I really have a lot of relief in my back, and it made me able to do sports again. Because the doctors once mentioned that I would never be able to do sports again. And because of doing these kind of things, I really am able to go full out and full send on my Onewheel. So really an interesting one, so stay tuned. We're gonna put the yoga blocks on the mat. We're gonna have one yoga block like this, horizontal on its side. And the other one, we're gonna put in a 45-degree angle. And we're gonna use this as a backrest to bend over the block. So Ellen is gonna show you the movement. I'm gonna take you through one step at a time. Just follow along if you have the time. So you're gonna go and sit in front of the block, like with your back resting against the block. And then it's really important to have a good position on the arms because we're going to reach to our head, push the elbows together, and on an exhale, we're going to go into the back bend. So really important to follow these steps. So you put your hands behind your head like this, and you push your elbows together, and then we're just going to lean into the block. Just let your back rest in there. It's a solid construction, so don't worry. And you're gonna lean as far as possible into the bend. Keep breathing, very important here that you keep a good breath. You will feel the tension in your back. Probably it's gonna open up some stuff, so you could hear some cracking in there. And it's really important to try to relax. If it's not comfortable, just on an inhale, come up again like Ellen just did. And you can do like different zones in your spine because in the second try you can sit a little bit more forward so that the block arrives on different angles in your back. And then you can like open up all the little shackles you have in there to maintain a good and a light spine. Keep breathing in there. It's really important that you keep breathing in there. You can even roll a little bit on the block if you're comfortable in there, but it's just very important here to listen to your body. If you have any issues with your back, always consult your doctor before doing any exercises because we want to make sure that your body is able to handle this. You're doing good, Ellen. Keep breathing in there. Try to breathe into the belly. Because of the position, you will feel some tension, but it's really important to just try to relax in there because this will open up so much and it's just such a relief for the back. This exercise really helped me so much. So you really hang in there all the way. Try to relax as much as possible. And you will feel, if you hold on to this position for a while, that you are getting much more comfortable by opening up the spine in different positions.
I'm gonna try sitting a little closer again.
So how does that feel for you, Ellen?
And here in the middle of my back, it's a little uncomfortable. But when I go more up, it feels more comfortable.
Yeah. So you will notice, as we did with our calves, we also had some pain points in some positions. So you will feel uncomfortable in some positions, more comfortable in other positions. Try to look for those spots. And if you feel a slight pain, don't hesitate to like breathe in there. If you feel a lot of pain, immediately stop the exercise and always come up with an inhale and go down with an exhale. Exercise number 2 is called the warrior bow. This is actually an exercise that the Romans used to use before going into battle. They wanted to prepare their body and to activate it as much as possible to be in full focus and to be in battle mode. So today we're gonna do the warrior bow to get you guys all pumped for those OneHeal sessions. It's a really easy one. I'm gonna show it from the side so that you can really follow along. So we're gonna need our fists for this one. And we're also gonna do a back bend. So you're gonna put your fists into your back and there's like 2 hard spots right above your bottom. And you're gonna put them right above that. So push into your back and we're just gonna slightly lean backward. Have the feet like shoulder width, lean backward. Open up the mouth really wide and we're gonna do really hard breaths while being in that position. And it's all gonna come through the mouth. So in and out, you can even make some noise while doing that, but just make a strong bow, hang in there, open up the mouth and exhale. If you can, do about 10 breaths. 3 more. All right, and come out of that. And that should really get your blood flowing. You can even feel slightly dizzy because of the hard breaths. If you feel dizzy, just go down to this low position as fast as you can so you don't tumble from a high distance. But it's really, you can really feel that the oxygen you pump into your body really does something to your head and your body. And that's the sensation that we're looking for in this exercise. And for that, we're gonna do a round number 2. We're gonna take the hands. I'm gonna take the hands, put them in the back, make a bow, open up the mouth. Try to keep serious and breathe in there. All right, that's a good one. Thank you. Wait, my
En het moet gewoon plooien like een banaan.
Yeah. For exercise number 3, we're gonna do a classic yoga move. It's called the cat-cow. It's a really interesting exercise if you have a lot of pain in your lower back. Maybe you have a desk job or you have some stuff going on in the lower back that causes pain. Well, this exercise is a really good one for pain relief. So we're gonna start out on the knees. Ellen is gonna show you the exercise. Just go and sit on the knees, put your hands below your shoulders and make like a really nice U shape with your body, like 90-90. And we're just gonna put everything in line and we're gonna do 2 movements here. I'm gonna like take an imaginary string and just pull that up on an exhale because we want to push out all the air. And on an inhale, we're gonna go down and bring the neck slightly backward. And we're just gonna switch between those movements, and you're really gonna feel that like in the two fillets in the back here, and in the lower back you will feel a lot of pain relief. You can go at that for 10 repetitions, and after that we're gonna wiggle that around a little bit. So just go up on an exhale, push all the air out, and then go down and inhale and fill that belly all the way up. Stay in line in the back, very important, and just do that for 10 times. So up and go down. And this is really a very good exercise to have that stress relief. If you have a desk job, just do this like 2-3 times a day. You will definitely feel a difference just by getting that blood pumping and just doing these movements. It's gonna give you a lot of relief in the lower back muscles. Inhale, fill up that belly, and exhale to let it all out. And because of breathing and just doing these flowy movements, you will immediately feel the effect in your lower back. This really helps in pain relief and stress relief, something we're all looking for. Just feel that imaginary string pulling you up and going down. Couple more. And then one more exhale. And then you can come to a neutral position, whatever feels comfortable for you. Do you feel a difference in the lower back?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is definitely something you notice right away. So if you're seated or if you have lower back pain, just try this and you will definitely notice the difference. And for exercise number 4, we're going into the animal kingdom. We're gonna do a monkey squat. It's a really fun and playful exercise that comes from animal flow, and that's like a practice that mimics animal movements to train your body. Really interesting. If you haven't heard about it, really check that out. So we're gonna start out in a deep squat. It's called a monkey squat. I'm gonna show that first. So we're gonna go all the way down, and you will notice that if you go down, a lot of people will not be able to reach the floor with their heels. They'll probably be stuck somewhere like here. But there's a solution for that. We have just a rolled up towel, an easy instrument, and you just put that on the floor and you put your heels on there. So you get a little bit of heel lift. If that doesn't work, you can look for something higher, but this will easily make you go all the way down without feeling a lot of tension or without like failing to do the movement. So if you cannot reach the floor, use the towel. For us, it's good without. First off, we're gonna put the feet like in shoulder width, and we're gonna go down into the squat with a straight back. Just go all the way down, put your hands in between your legs. You can push them out a little bit, it's good for the hips. And then the first step is just to lean forward with the arms, all the way as deep as possible. Exhale, get all the air out. And then we're gonna open up the arms and stretch them until they're right beside you. Try to keep your balance, and while exhaling, we're going down again. Inhale, open up. Keep your balance. Exhale, going down. Inhale, open up. And exhale all the way down. Open up. And go down. Really let it all out while doing this crazy monkey movement. Open up. And go all the way down while exhaling. So we want to push all the air out while we go down, and we want to open that up and get all the air in while opening up. We'll do a couple more. Open up. You should also feel the breathwork really doing its job. You can easily open up a lot more on the inhale because we get a lot more oxygen into those muscles, and that's actually where the strength and the flexibility comes from. Because by getting more oxygen into your muscles or into your body, it gets into your blood and it flows to your muscles, and the more oxygen you get into those muscles, the more you can open up in all those stretches. Okay, so we're going to relax in there, take a couple of breaths, and then go to exercise number 5, the last one of this series. So in this final exercise, we're going to do the Steph twist. It's something that I learned from Steph, a good friend of mine, and it's actually something that will pull open your whole spine. If you have some tension somewhere, this is a really good exercise to feel out what you need to do and where exactly the pain is. It will probably also pop open some things, so don't worry, just breathe in there and follow everything step by step to stay safe and to stay on point. So for this exercise, we're gonna start out by just lying down over the whole mat in a Jesus Christ mode with the arms open. Just make sure that you're comfortable. And we're gonna pull the right knee up. And then we're gonna fold from the right side everything together like a calzone pizza. Just hand and knee. So this is the position you want to be in. You want to be like in a 90-degree angle with this leg. Fold together like a calzone. And now we're going to open up the arms, but this knee has to stay on the ground. Really important to make sure that the stretch works. If you open up, keep that knee on the ground. Open up as far as possible. Stay there. Keep breathing. Now the breath work is the most important thing. And just keep breathing in there. And with each exhale, this is the important part, with each exhale, we're going to open up a little bit more and try to get all the way to the floor with that arm while staying with the knee down. So Ellen is a really flexible person. She's going to get there fast. For some people, it's going to take a while to get all the way to the ground. But with each exhale, we're going to get that oxygen into the body and into the blood flow, which will make sure that we can reach further with each exhale. This could mean that this area could pop a little bit, because if you have some tension, we're torquing that. So this should also open up the whole spine. And once that you are able to reach the floor, you also always keep watching the other side from your knee as far as possible. And once you get into that position, the intention is to stay there a little bit, because you will feel some tension, but actually by breathing, you will feel that you will be able to relax more, and the relaxation is the biggest part of this exercise. Once you're able to relax in this position, you will feel that your whole back is opening up and that all those muscles come to a resting position. And just keep breathing in there. Really important to keep that breath in there. Try to relax, calm your mind, and let it all settle in. All right, this is how it looks from the top. This is the position we are looking for, and that's where you want to chill and relax. All right.
I think it's also good for people who, like me, who walk with their shoulders leaning forward.
Yeah.
Because I feel this muscle is very tight.
Yeah. Some people really bend forward a lot because they sit on the computer and on the smartphone like this. And if you have that, you can really create a lot of tension. This will also open up the shoulders to tackle that. So if you have a lot of tension, or if you're walking a bit like this, you can open up your full body. You can actually feel it in the hips, the back, the shoulders, the neck. Perfect stretch for all that. Once you feel comfortable in there, we're gonna close the calzone again. So with an inhale and an exhale, close on the exhale. That brings us in the closed position again. And then we're gonna open up the whole body and the whole calzone to the other side. Perfect. So now if you take a rest, just stay in there for a couple of breaths because we've been pulling on all of those muscles and we really want to allow them to get back into place before we do the other side, because we have two sides to the body and we want to keep that in a good balance. So once you're comfortable and you feel that the body is relaxed again, we're gonna flip to the other side.
Yes.
All right, so now we're gonna, now we're gonna lift up the left knee and then we're gonna close the calzone all at once. The knee goes along. We're gonna have that 90-degree angle again. Close the arms and then on an exhale, we're gonna open up the arms again, turn the neck, look the other side and open it up as far as possible. On the exhale, so see where you can get, let it hang in there. And now we have to work on the breath work. We're gonna breathe in there. And with each exhale, we're gonna like lower the shoulder, the arm, and try to relax in there. As mentioned, the relaxation is really the biggest effort here. Really want to try and relax all the muscles in the hips and the lower back, the upper back, the neck, shoulders, so that we will allow our body to take a really nice relaxation. Keep breathing in there. Try to get the breath to the tummy. This will be hard in this position because we are pulling on all those muscles, but it's really important to take deep breaths because that's where we get the stretch from, and that's where everything becomes easier. So try to relax in there. Once you have the arm on the ground, the biggest thing is to relax in there. Stay tuned in there and enjoy the wow feeling. So we want to keep that knee to the ground. Very important here to get the perfect stretch. For some people you will notice that the knee comes up a little bit and then you can ask somebody to keep it down if you have a helping hand. Otherwise you could use that hand to push it down. That's also an option. So don't hesitate if you cannot reach all the way like Ellen. Because she is like a very flexible person and she gets into these positions really easily. For some people this will be a little bit more of a struggle, but it's definitely worth struggling because this is such a good pain relief.
Yeah.
I love it. Try to enjoy that. Once you feel comfortable and totally at ease, then we can opt to close the calzone again.
Yes.
So close the calzone first. And like with an exhale, open up the whole thing. And very important to relax again. Keep breathing now for like a minute or so that the body can adjust to all the correct positions. Because we always pull and rotate. This can be quite hefty. And that's why we need to make sure that the body aligns again before we start doing the cool down. All that rests us now is the cool down, and for the cool down we're gonna do a classic yoga pose but works really well. It's called the child pose, and we're gonna do a mild stretch in that child pose first, and then we're just gonna relax in there. So this one really will help to open up the area in between the shoulders. And once we've opened that up, we're just gonna go into chill mode, and you can stay there for as long as you want, because after today we've done a lot of deep breath work, we've been stretching a lot, so try to let the body cool down as long as needed. So to start out, we can just go sit on the knees. And with the child pose, we want to bend forward, so from the knees all the way stretch your arms out. Now to get that deep stretch in between the shoulders, we really want to like extend the arms as forward as far as possible and push the shoulders down. I think you will need to open up the knees a little bit more, Ellen, to create room. Yeah, now you can really bend really deep and go as deep as possible. You will feel the stretch all the way over here and this area here in the back could pop. Keep breathing in there, also important to open up as much as possible. Try to relax in there. Also the breath work should make sure that you can relax in there. And once you feel that the stretch has brought you to a rest, that you can really dive in there, deep dive in there, keep breathing. And then you can take away the tension from the shoulders and move your arms back a little bit and just chill. And stay there for as long as wanted, for as long as needed. Just listen to your body, let it go into that cool down and relaxation. So with these OneHeal sessions, I really want to focus on mobility and flexibility, because that's actually the key if you want to get that body all ready for one-wheeling or for any other extreme sport, because that really will ensure that you have less injuries and that you're better prepared for whatever the one-wheel or sport throws at you. It's really important to keep that body in check. All right. Goodie. I can see by the expression on your face it was a good session.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
All right.
It got like a lot of tension out of my body.
So this was it for OneHeal session number 3. Comment OneHeal if you made it up to here in the video. We really want to know who's out there stretching along with us. And on that note, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Peace out, and I'll see you on the next one. Bam!